All right, yo, what's going on, everybody? Jason Trio here with Bittrio.com. Today is Monday, September 26th, 2022. And today we're going to be racing in the Evaverse. But first, I wanted to talk about this topic that was brought to my attention about this popular YouTuber, and I put this in feedback too. So let's take a look here. Let's pull this over. All right, so this dude, and I've seen this guy before, Some Ordinary Gamers. Can I watch this on YouTube? Yeah. All right, so I've watched this guy before. He did a video on Steve Will Do It and the whole steak scam or whatever, something was going on. It was him and CoffeeZilla. But guess what? He's talking about Evaverse.
Offer nothing else but just a barrier of entry for people who are not.
So he's just saying NFTs are a barrier of entry, barrier to entry.
Equivalent funds. It just creates that classist barrier of entry. So there's another game known as Evaverse, which is a competitive.
So I mean, just right off the bat, dude. Just right off the bat. I mean, the fact that this dude with 3.3 million subs is talking about Evaverse, Evaverse. Yo, I mean, that's a big deal. How did this game even get on this dude's radar, right? Something must have happened for him to pluck this game, Evaverse, out of the sea of NFT games. So Evaverse might be making waves. It must be making waves. Something must be going on here. Something must be going on for him to pluck Evaverse out of the sea of NFT games. Evaverse is rising up. Evaverse is rising up. So he just talks shit on it, you know, saying it's not really the best looking game.
Being a buzzword, anything crypto related.
The hoverboards are too expensive. $60 a hoverboard's too expensive. $5,000 for this hoverboard's too expensive. But this hoverboard actually sold for 0.29 ETH. So less whatever since his video. This was in August 9th, but I just seen this. And so he hasn't seen the updated graphics either. He has a default skin, a default board. I think it's a good thing though. I posted a comment in here saying, you know, it's pretty awesome that he's covering Evaverse. Even if it is negative, it's cool. I understand the concerns. Here's my take as a player in Evaverse. No game has figured out a real money economy in the history of gaming. Why the hate for studios trying? I guess because there's a lot of scams out there. But he creates YouTube videos for a living. There's a lot of scam YouTube videos out there, so no one should be able to make videos for a living. And this whole thing, why can't people play games for a living? You know, it used to be thought that you couldn't stream games like on YouTube or Twitch. That's okay now, though. That's acceptable now. But even when it wasn't acceptable, you know, back in the day or a few years ago when it wasn't popular to make a full-time living on YouTube or Twitch streaming shit, right? But now it is, so now that's cool. But oh no, you can't play a game, you have to stream a game to make a living, right? What's up with that? It's a strange thing, you know, people aren't used to it yet. So I just said it would be awesome if Evaverse could be the first to do it. You know, you should look into it. And NFTs do create a barrier to entry, the same as a $60 price tag on traditional games create a barrier to entry, right? If there's a buy-in, that's a barrier. So he's just saying, hey, look, $60 barrier is cool, $5,000 barrier is not cool. Well, there's $60 to get a board, so that doesn't make sense, you know, right there. Don't play them is what I say. You can play for free, you know, high-priced cosmetics, in-game items. People are willing to buy, dude. I mean, myself included. I bought a shit ton. And you know, before I got into this, I never would have thought that I would have spent all this money on this shit. But money just keeps accumulating. Money keeps going up, and I'm like, okay, I have more money. I'm gonna buy this shit. It's kind of a weird thing because at first, right, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna do this. I would never do this. I laughed at it. I scoffed at, like, dude, I would never spend that shit. And it started with Axie Infinity. I was like, yo, I would never spend all this dough on Axie Infinity. But if I would have spent that money on Axie, I'd have been a multi-millionaire right now instead of fucking poor. So I could have made money. People have a ton of money in crypto is what I said. That's one of the reasons, along with demand, for why things are expensive. And yes, of course, the expectation is that it'll be worth more in the future. The market is setting the price. Now you could say, okay, the old players are going to buy it up. They're going to dump on the new players, right? But isn't that the way it is with anything? If you buy a Picasso or you buy any type of anything, you're gonna try to resell it, right? There's a whole genre of YouTube videos where people are resellers. They go to fucking garage sales and shit, yard sales, and they buy stuff and then they resell it on the internet. So is that unethical? Is that fucked up? I think a lot of it is that people are astonished at the prices that people are willing to pay, and they're like, what the fuck? They're jealous and they can't figure it out. They're like, why is this shit selling for so much? Me personally, I don't find value in it, so it must be a scam. And then you could also argue, okay, look at Axie. Well, it was worth something. Now it turned out to be a shitty trade. Y'all fucked up. You bought that shit for expensive. Now you're left holding the bag. Well, like I said, no team, no game has figured out, not even a traditional game, no team has figured out a real money, successful real money economy in the history of gaming. You know, we had Diablo try it with the real money marketplace, but this is something that I would love to see. Why can't we see it? Just because it hasn't been successful before, I don't think gaming studios should not try to do it. Now, I was talking in the Battlebound Discord with Trench and Abel, and Trench brought up, you know, the key in his opinion would be to just give more value and content to the new buyers. So an old person buys something for 20 bucks, they sell it for $5,000. Now the game has to keep going, the value has to keep accruing in that item for the new buyer to not lose value. So new content has to come out, utility for the hoverboard, it has to maintain its value. So no game has been able to do that. No game, not traditional game, no game. But what happens when a game does do that and it keeps the value? Then all of a sudden it's a good trade for both parties. You know, if we're talking about in USD terms, everything's going to go up. All right, the dollar and all fiat currencies are designed to inflate. If something could just maintain value or demand, it will go up in USD terms forever, for eternity. Okay, this is one of the big things about Bitcoin, why Bitcoin is so amazing. Now, of course, it solves the Byzantine general's problem. There's a whole thing you can go look into Bitcoin, but the basic fact is that if something is valuable and it maintains demand over time, it will go up every single day, every single year in US dollar terms. So I see a lot of these channels, you know, white knighting for the players about high cost NFT items, and you know, it seems like these players are just gobbling it up, like yeah, you get them, those NFTs, that's a scam, right? And then I saw one comment that was like, I miss the days of World of Warcraft where I could pay $15 a month and just have my pixels. Like, yeah, you're okay paying $15 a month for the studio to make money. Well, what about paying $15 a month to a player to make money, right? You can rent my NFT or someone's NFT. Why is it okay? People are okay with playing the studio, but they have this weird negativity towards the players. They don't want the other players to make money. You know, it's like crabs in a bucket where they all want to pull each other down. And it's also, once people make it, they're successful, they want to pull the ladder up. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was like, you know, fuck your freedoms, right? With the vaccine and stuff. He came over here from Austria to have a better life, more freedom, more ability and opportunity to do stuff. Then once he made it, he wants to tell everyone else, like, hey, fuck that, fuck your freedoms. You know, and that's what humans do. So it's funny that this guy Muda, he's telling people, you know, oh, people shouldn't be able to make money because that's fucked up, while himself, he's a multi-millionaire through the internet. So he thinks it's okay to stream and make money, but he doesn't think it's okay to play video games to make money. All right, I mean, but also this guy Muda, he doesn't have a problem with affiliate marketing. Use promo code SOG at G Fuel, plastered all over, right? So does G Fuel make money from selling their products? Of course they do. It's okay for me to buy an extremely unhealthy energy drink that costs 30 cents for G Fuel to make for 20 bucks or whatever it is, but he draws a line of NFTs. And again, it goes back to, I think, the value, the expensive price tag on the NFT. So it's like sticker shock. All these people are like, oh my God, $5,000 for an NFT? That's fucking ridiculous. Well, what happens if there's demand? Then let the people transact. Who the fuck are you at getting in the middle talking about that's fucked up? If I want to buy something for 5K, then I'm going to fucking buy something for 5K. You don't have to white knight and protect me, dude. Go simp for some other fucking category. Go simp for a fucking Twitch ethot or whoever the fuck. Now, that's one thing, the sticker shock, the expensive price, that's what people bitch about. Now, the other thing that I would say people bitch about, the two main points, the second point is the people get left holding the bag. So the old players buy something for 20 bucks, they dump it on the new players for $5,000, and then the fucking value goes to $0, right? So I get that. That has been the case in most of these games, but what happens when it's not the case? Are people arguing that it's just not possible? That a game can't have a sustainable economy, that an NFT item, in-game item, can't be valuable over a long period of time? And I would say, well, I mean, I don't know, because we've never seen it in NFT games or traditional games. So let's find out. We should still try to find out. I want to find out. I'm interested in it. I like the concept of owning my in-game items by having them rare, by seeing their history, knowing where they've been, maybe if they've been in a dungeon run, if a popular person has used it, or if it has won a specific tournament like an Axie, like, wow, this is a one-of-a-kind Axie that won the first AxieCon Grand Finals or something like that. And this is the only Axie that's like this, dude, you know? The dev team can't make another one, you know? So that's good. That's cool. That's interesting. And I don't have to be relying on the team to create a platform for me to sell. There's tools and marketplaces that people can trade amongst themselves these items. Now, I guess there's another argument. A third argument is, well, you know, if the game goes to shit, then your NFT ain't worth shit either. Anyway, even if there's a third party marketplace, if the game sucks, then the game shits, right? If the game crashes, then the game crashes. That's true, but that's true in traditional games as well. Perfect example for me is Urban Rivals. I played this game, Urban Rivals. I still like it. It's pretty cool, but I haven't played it in a while. I have a huge collection in Urban Rivals. The game's still going on, right? The game's still playing. I have a huge collection, and I would love to sell my fucking cards, but I can't, because I can only put it on their marketplace and get their in-game token. I would love to be able to sell either in their market or on a third-party market, take the value out and turn it into dollars or Bitcoin or something like that. But I can't. I'm stuck in that platform. So all that time, all that energy I spent in Urban Rivals playing that game is just sitting there wasted. Like, there's nothing I can do with it. But that's a perfect example of where if there was some sort of cryptocurrency. Now, of course, I would love it to be Bitcoin. That's the number one best. I would love all these games to be on Bitcoin, right? But we're in the progress. We're in the beginning stages of trying to figure this out. So we're going to try shit coins. We're going to try shit blockchains. Ethereum, you know, proof of stake, garbage, all that nonsense. Now, I do say for video games that it doesn't have to be on Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be the best blockchain, but I'm Bitcoin or bust, dude. So I would love to see something on the Lightning Network. Possibly, I don't even know about the Lightning Network. That might be fucked up. But who knows? It's such a complex thing. It's so new that all these people are trying to do stuff. And yes, there's a ton of fucking scams. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try and take risk, right? There's risk. This is also what I tell the dude, like, yo, there's fucking risks with everything. So anyway, he poses two questions at the end. I watched the video. You can check it out. It's in the Battlebound Discord. And he starts talking about Evaverse at like 19 minutes or something. And I mean, it's pretty fucking banging though, really, if you think about it, that this dude with 3 million subs is talking about Evaverse. I mean, that Evaverse has been put on his radar somehow. I mean, look, he's got his G Fuel shit. Like, he's fucking shilling for this sugar shit, whatever the fuck it is, right? What the fuck? That's okay. People can go and buy a product that it costs somebody 30 cents to make. I can go buy it for 20 bucks or whatever it is. That's okay. You know, it's the sticker shock. That's the problem. NFTs are products as well. If there's a market for it, let it be. So his two questions are, What do these items do that you couldn't have already done in game before? And what actual value does any of this crap provide? That's what Muda says. Those are his questions. So I say, look, Doug, bro, really fucking simple. They're in-game items just like traditional in-game items. The difference with these NFTs are the players can personally hold them and trade them outside the game. They're provably limited to a certain amount, and you can see who has what in the history of the items. You can know that a certain item is truly rare and flex it in game. There's really not much to it. People spend money on video game items. A lot of money. That's fucking it, dude. And it's just because it's such a high amount of money that people are like shocked and they're like, fuck that. You know, that's a scam. I'm jealous. I want to do that. Fuck that. And of course, negativity sells. If you look through this fucking guy's channel, it's all negative. You know, all these fucking guys, dude, are just look, hacker doing something, Twitch is imploding, it's negative. You know, the whole GTA thing, you know, that's not necessarily negative, but do not listen to Nintendo's terrible advice. I don't want to help people. This game is getting better, but he's being facetious. It's actually getting worse. 343 Industries is the worst developer. The Last of Us is not worth $70. GTA 5 can wipe your system. This other hack, like danger, fear. This is a scam. This is disturbing. You know, all this stuff. Halo is dead, right? Everything is just bad. A massive problem at YouTube. Everything is just horrible and negative and terrible. It sells though, you know, people fucking love that shit. They love the doom and the gloom, the fear porn, motherfuckers, right? Everybody, you know, loves that shit. So fuck it, let them have their shit. Let them have their stuff. But I'll tell you what, it'll be really fucking cool when Evaverse fucking does this, when Evaverse makes it and creates the best game. So that's what I put. I said, yo, it's pretty awesome that Evaverse is on his radar. That's a start. Let's address these concerns and make Evaverse the best game, traditional or NFT. You know, that's a direct message to the developers of Evaverse. Like, let's go. You know, let's fucking make it the best game fucking ever. What's up, Okie Drew? Okie Drew says housing market, stocks, everything needs a buyer. Yeah, it's a market, you know? And like I said, the couple arguments that I could see that they have is it's super high price. People are taken back by the price and they're like, holy shit, why is that so expensive, right? Why the fuck are people spending so much money? And I already said, people have a shitload of money, dude. Get used to it. I mean, you're a fucking multi-millionaire through the internet. You know, it's kind of ironic that you're calling shit out like that, right? And the second one was, yeah, I don't even know. I forget what the fuck the second one was. Like, they don't find value in it, or, you know, I don't even know. Whatever. Rewind this fucking video. So, whatever. Who cares? Nobody knows, really. Nobody knows what the fuck the deal is. If this shit's gonna work or not, you know? The graphics have been updated in the Evaverse, so if he wants to come and take a look, he can come now and take a look and see what's up. You know, maybe he'll be impressed and be like, okay, that's pretty cool. Or maybe he won't and be like, okay, that still sucks. It seems to be his thing where he just shits on projects. So, you know, whatever. That's what sells. Are you gonna start that up, babe? All right, I'm gonna keep it down. You like it? How was it? How was my rant? You thought it was good? Yeah. It's a good rant. Wifey says, fuck that dude. Nah, I mean, you know, I don't have anything against him. Like, I watched some of his shit, you know. I think some of his shit is cool, but he could be wrong, you know. He could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. So I put my opinion out there. He puts his opinion out there. Let's see who's fucking right. But just to, you know, what the fuck? It's got to be that they're just so expensive, right? People are like, what in the fuck? How the fuck are these things selling for $5,000? I don't get it. It's because demand, dude. I mean, it's really that simple. It's just because demand. People spend money on fucking video game items, dude. You know, what about this new Diablo game that's out there? Isn't there some new Diablo game? I haven't really been keeping up with it, but aren't people spending? I saw a video, $35,000, $100,000, right? Aren't people spending money on the new Diablo game? And I know people are making a big stink of that too, but if it was an NFT, people could actually fucking have value when they're done playing the game. That's the big thing. You can have value when you're done playing the game. Oh, the second thing, that's what it is. That's what it is. The old players dump on the new players, right? Because people, the games don't hold value. That's the huge knock, right? So they're extremely expensive, and they don't hold value. They go to zero. So they're selling for a lot. People dump them on new players, then they go to shit, and they ain't worth anything anymore. And now the new players left holding the bag. Terrible investment. Okay, you know, number one, that's a risk. Like, stop fucking being willy-nilly buying shit. All right, do some research, figure it out. Like, don't spend the fucking rent money on these games. This is gamble money. This is fucking, you know, casino shit. All right, don't get too over your fucking skis or whatever the fuck. Keep base, right? Keep balance. All right, that's your fucking prerogative. There's you know, that's your responsibility. There's going to be fucking creeps and scammers and people that are trying to take advantage of you through all walks of life, dude. So, you know, I know that Muda and all these other channels are trying to white knight and they're trying to protect you. They're the good guys, right? Well, guess what? He's making fucking money, all right? Use promo code SOG at gfuel.com. Sign up and save money. Make him money, right? And then the people at G Fuel, they're paying him money. Why? Because they're making money. It costs them fucking pennies on the dollar to create this product that you're dumbass is buying, okay? Just because you want to be a fanboy. So it's you know, it's just silly. It's just silly. So I think, yes, everything needs a buyer, and I guess that's economy, right? Buy and sell. Things go up in price, things go down in price. I guess just because there's a shitload of scams in crypto, right? It's new, and yes, everyone's like, let's make an NFT, and they rug pull everybody. Gotta be one of the things too, you know, what the fuck. But that doesn't mean dismiss everything, you know. Fucking Evaverse has a real opportunity to be a fucking great game. I mean, look at it here. Look, the character models suck because they were just softened up for the new update. But look at the world. The world and the hoverboard models suck too because they're being updated. But the world looks fucking cool now. This is it. I mean, this, if you don't like this, then you don't like the game, because this is the final version of the world. This is the final version of, you know, they might make some updates and some tweaks, but this is it. This is what Battlebound has to offer. This world right here. If you think this sucks graphic wise and it's not good and you wouldn't play a game like this, then okay, this game is not for you. But if you're being realistic, it's pretty fucking good. I mean, it's not, you know, Unreal 5 or something like that where it's great right out the box. It's Unity, but it's still pretty fucking good, you know. And I don't need exact graphics. I played World of Warcraft for a few years. Didn't have the best graphics, but the gameplay, the content, the player base, the open worlds is what a lot of the game hinges on. So if you're like a graphics snob and you need excellent A tier best graphics, well, you're not going to find that in this game, but you're going to find pretty damn good graphics here. And hopefully, we're going to find a lot of content that you can play. Engaging content, different types of game modes, you know, the shooter, the hoverboard racer. And hey, if you're a gamer, you can go put your time and energy into playing a game that will give you no reward other than your enjoyment out of the game, and that's totally cool. But if you're a gamer that's saying, hey man, there might be something here where I could actually turn my time and effort into some sort of value for me, monetary value, then maybe you would want to look into a game like Evaverse. You know, it was scoffed at, I'm sure, when it first came out, when people were making money as streaming, right? Twitch and YouTube and gamers playing games, making fucking money streaming the games. People are probably like, dude, you can't sit at a computer, play a game. People are gonna watch you, and you think you're gonna make a living. All right, well, fast forward to 2022, and people like Mudatar himself are making multi-million dollars a year sitting in front of a computer streaming for an audience. Okay, so that's cool. But playing the game, no, playing the game, you can't do that. You can only stream the game. You can't make money playing the game. You can only make money broadcasting the game, right? Doesn't that sound silly? It sounds silly. It sounds silly. It's just the fact that it hasn't been done yet. It hasn't been successful yet. You know, it's what it's normal, right? It's normal. People are gonna be like, ah, you know, that's not true. That can't happen. All right, we're gonna try to level this board up, dude. I need people to level my boards up. I got like 3 boards to level up. If somebody wants to level these boards, you know, hit me up, dude. If you're trying to get some races in the Evaverse, you want to level some boards, you do get extra tickets per level on each board. So let's go. Let's go, baby. So yeah, I mean, this is a response to the dude. Maybe I'll put that in the title. Maybe I'll try to tag him or something. I don't fucking know. Can you do that in YouTube? Can you tag a dude? I think you can, because somebody used one of my videos before for like B-roll or something. They just had my video as an example and they tagged me and shit. It was an Axie video. So hey, what you gonna do? So yeah, you know, you can fucking go and thumbs up my comment if you want on that video. Try to get it some play. I thumbs up my own comment. You know, no shame, no shame. That's what you got to do, man. I stand behind my shit. I thumbs my shit up. You know, and like I said, I could be wrong, dude. This dude could be wrong. Abdul Bittrio up in here. What up, Abdul? Abdul up in this bitch. Yo, he probably needs a board. Let's go, Abdul. You know, I could be wrong. He could be wrong. But it is kind of funny, right? What's that saying? Pot calling the kettle black. Like, oh, you can't make money playing a video game. Only I can make money streaming a video game. All right. All right. Well, can we do both? Can we do both? Possibly? Possible? I don't know. Let's find out. You know, and I get the frustration against all these scams and everything. And you know, hey, it's my opinion that Evaverse is not a scam. And again, I could be wrong on that shit, dude. Maybe they are gonna rug pull. They're just waiting for it. You know, I don't know. Maybe it is sincere where they're trying to make a game, but they fail. All these things are possible. It's up to you to fucking figure it out. And it's really simple concept. Now, I talk shit on NFTs too, dude, because I liken them to Pogs. I think NFTs are Pogs. If there's no fucking in-game NFT, like if it doesn't have utility in-game and it's just a sticker or a picture, it's butt cheeks, dude. It ain't worth shit to me. Like these stickers, you know, that we get from the Eva loot, like they're butt. I don't like them. I don't find value. Now, that's not going to stop me from selling it to somebody. Like, that's unethical. Is it? I mean, what the fuck? Somebody else is like, yo, I find value in this. I want to buy it. I'm not like fucking buy my shit or else. I'm just putting it up there for sale. You want to buy it? Fucking buy it. If you don't. You know, that's unethical, right? Is it? I mean, I think it's unethical that he's selling some sugary ass fucking drink that costs pennies to make for an affiliate marketing profit. Like that's unethical. Can you look at that unethical? Dude, I think marketing is unethical and shady as shit. I've long said that. I don't like it. I don't like marketing because it's all about money. And even his channel, you know, when you get popular and you start making money, now all of a sudden you got to keep the views rolling in, right? You got to keep the views rolling in. So I feel that pressure too, dude. Even though I don't get any views, I already just feel the pressure because you don't want to offend people. You want to keep friendly with people, or you want to at least have your clique, and you don't want to go against your clique, right? So maybe that's a thing too. Traditional gamers, he doesn't want to admit maybe there's a possibility for NFTs to be good in games because the perception, you know, I see it a lot. People ripping on NFT games. You know, there's another popular guy, Kira, who fucking talks shit on NFT games, and you read the comments and yeah, it seems like everybody's fucking salty as shit. Jealous. They're jealous, dude. They're fucking jealous. You know, how can these motherfuckers play video games and make millions of dollars, and I'm over here playing video games and I ain't making shit? All I can do is complain about the dev team and talk shit on the internet. I mean, people salty, dude. People hating. And again, like the concern is valid though, because there is a shitload of shit. Okay, there's a ton of fucking scam shit. Don't lump everything in there. Like I'm looking at a crypto video and I see these dudes talking about Elon Musk, you know, he's giving away 10 Bitcoin. He'll double your Bitcoin, right? These scam videos. YouTube just leaves them up. It's got like 30,000 viewers and it's talking about send your Bitcoin to this address and we'll double it. We'll send it back, right? And that's a blatant scam that's left up on YouTube. But that doesn't mean Bitcoin itself is a scam, right? But people conflate that shit. People put that shit together because they don't have the ability to discern. They don't have the ability to understand nuance. They don't have the ability to, well, you know what? They do have the ability most likely, but it just takes time and effort and research and brain energy, brain juice. It takes energy, man, to fucking figure that shit out. It's easier just to write everything off. Like when the .com crash happened, you know, everything was a scam. Fuck it. We're out. Okay, then fucking Google was created. Then Amazon came back after the crash, right? Oh, well, you're an idiot, right? You fucked up. You wrote everything off because you couldn't fucking do your research and figure it out. And hey, even doing your research isn't a fucking guarantee. You can't just fucking do your research, be like, well, I did my research. Now I'm fucking now I'm gonna get this shit right. No, bitch. You could still do your research and be wrong, motherfucker. That's that's risk. Hey, come on. I didn't split that. You know, you can do your research and be fucking wrong, dude. So understand that. That's why I say don't bet the house on shit. I mean, I put a significant amount of money in here. Hey, I'm biased, right? But I try to be a little open here and make my points make sense. I want my points to at least make sense and try to understand it. And then I'll think about my points like, huh, that doesn't make sense. All right, here's the deal. Whatever. You know, I mean, it's up to the dev team to make this game good, to update GP2, GP3 with the new graphics, upgrade the turtles with the new graphics, the first arrival skins with the new graphics, the hoverboards with the new graphics, the Ever Wonderland collection with the new graphics. And it's also up to them to create the turtle racing game mode into a great game mode. It's also up to them to create the new shooter mode into a great game mode, as well as star fighting game mode into a great game mode. You know, there's a lot on the horizon. There's a lot in the white paper. There's a lot in the plans to make this game good. You know, it's up to the team to make it fucking good. And that's it, dude. Like, we as players, we could, you know, we could talk about the game. We could show the game off. We could stream the game. We could give feedback and everything, our concerns, realistic, unrealistic, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's up to the studio, Battlebound, to make this game a hit, to make this game either a success or a failure. And that's what we're all here to find out. Because if you're here and invested in the game, you know, you're invested in the success of the game, the success of the studio. If they can make it good, then you're gonna fucking make it good as well. I think back to Smite. If you ever played Smite or you know of Smite, I love Smite. Smite's a good game, but you know, can't make money on it, so fuck it. I can't hold my assets, right? That's another game, Smite. I got a bunch of fucking skins in Smite. I don't play Smite anymore. I would love to just sell my skins for, you know, couple bucks, couple $1,000s or whatever the fuck the market bears, and just be done with Smite. Instead, all that money I put in or whatever the fuck, it's lost. It's sitting in the game. I can't extract it. It's fucking done. You know, it's a simple fucking, it's a real use case. It's a real value proposition. This is real, dude. 2 games, Urban Rivals and Smite. I would love to extract value out of that game, but I cannot. If it was NFTs, I could. So anyway, fucking Smite, dude. I remember Smite when it first came out, or actually when it was like beta or some shit. You know, it was like the circle fucking pit. You had Ymir, you had Kali, you had fucking Wan Yu. Right, it was this game, right? It was this fucking game. Well, what happens if the people were able to, that were playing the game, right? That thought the game was good and it had fucking chances making one of the best MOBAs as it turned out to be. What if they had the ability to invest in the game, right? What if they had the ability to buy skins, characters, and invest somehow into the game, items or something? They would have all made out, you know? But Hi-Rez Studios, the studios that are behind Smite, instead, only they made out. only high-res studios made out. And I guess maybe there's like accredited investors where if you're already rich, if you already have $1 million, you can invest. Maybe they open it up to people like that. Now, I'm not 100% sure. But what about the everyday fucking player? This is what kind of rubs me the wrong way with Mutatar and shit. He's pulling the ladder up on all the youngins, on all the people like me that don't have fucking money, right? That are people that are trying to make it. This dude's a multi-millionaire talking about, no, other people can't make millions like me. You know, it can only be done by me and or the way I approve. This way I don't approve, so therefore, nah, fuck that. Now, what the fuck, dude? It's silly. It's silly. He's pulling the ladder up on people to maintain, I guess, his shit. You know, it would be fucking hilarious if he was actually looking into Evaverse as this game is cool. Maybe, you know, maybe he was looking into it like potential, and he got feedback from somebody maybe that his audience would rebel against it or something, and he was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna shit on it then. I'll make a video shitting on it. But it would be kind of funny, and it does seem like maybe that's a possibility, that he was actually looking into Evaverse because he was genuinely interested, or maybe somebody that he knows got into it or was considering getting into it or interested in it, and he was like, all right, let me look at this. And it would be even more fucked up though, let's say this, that if he's actually in it, he's throwing a fucking whoopee or some shit, like curveball, and he's actually getting into it, but he's telling everybody it sucks so he can pump his own bags. Now that would be totally fucked up. I think that's a little less likely, but I don't know that motherfucker, man. Nobody knows him. You don't know what the fuck people do. Yo, that's this thing. It's about risk and responsibility on your own. You know, you don't need to fucking listen to some dude on the internet for financial advice and shit to tell you what the fuck. You gotta make your own fucking decisions, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Oh, you can't stream to make money. That will never happen. 2022. Millions of people are making millions of dollars, or maybe not millions, thousands of people are making millions, multi-millions. You know, you got chicks stripping and shit, making fucking millions of dollars, playing with themselves and shit, cam girls and all this crazy shit. Like, what? You wouldn't have thought that was real, but yo, you got people, you got simps, dude. You got motherfuckers that will pay chicks because they can't get no booty, and they'll be like, oh hell yeah, I need to see this chick, I need to see this video. Meanwhile, they go to Pornhub and get that shit for free. But of course, you know, there's other stuff too where they get the attention. They text and stuff. You know, the chick's boyfriend will text your ass if you pay a fee. You know, all that shit goes on. It's just silly. It's silly. And then, you know, you got people that'll spend money like that. People have money and they don't have women. They can't get a fucking girl, so they'll do that shit. Now, on the flip side, you got gamers that got money, and guess what? They'll pay. They'll pay for hoverboards, dude. You know, they'll pay for fucking pet fucking turtles with fucking lasers shooting out of their eyes and shit. All right, people will pay for this. They'll pay for fucking skin dudes with fucking lasers shooting out of their eyes, right? People will pay for this shit. I'm one person that will pay. There's a fucking audience for this. There's a fucking audience. So back to the Smite thing, dude. Back to the fucking Smite thing. If you were in Smite back then, and yes, people were, because I remember watching the videos. I wasn't in it, but I was watching the videos, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. All right, cool. Not interested anymore. And then come to find out years later, I'm like, damn, the Smite game's kind of cool. It's free to play, right? Oh, it's free to play. Oh, it's free to play, right? So how does Smite make money, right? They sell you skins. So again, it must just be the sticker shock that people are like, well, the skins aren't that expensive, you know, you can buy gems and this and that. And also it could be, well, it's a reputable studio, maybe that too, right? So look, when it happens with NFTs, if it happens with NFTs, it's gonna happen, and everybody's just gonna have to eat crow and just fucking fuck off because they missed an opportunity. Or the people that were in the shit, like me, are just gonna lose our ass because we're gonna be wrong. But again, it goes back to responsibility. Don't fucking put your whole shit in there. So if you do lose your gambling money, hey, you took your fucking gamble, dude. You went to the fucking casino, you put fucking $5,000 on red, and you said, let's fucking do it. You know, it's like playing DraftKings, dude. You want to put $1,000 on a fucking football game? you know, go for it. Like, what the fuck? So silly, dude. So yeah, the people that were in Smite, man, Hi-Res Studios, multi-million-dollar corporation, made Smite, made other games, huge profits off of Smite. But the players that were in the game from the start, that believed in it, had conviction in the game, the players that helped build Smite up, the players that helped fucking make Smite what it is, the early players, you know, what are they rewarded with? Jack fucking shit. You ain't rewarded with shit, bitch. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your service. Now go back to your fucking day job, you little bitch. You ain't getting shit. Fuck you. Right? Or here's a little trinket, right, in game that you can't pull shit with. So fuck that. There's a possibility here that if Battlebound makes this Evaverse game into something good, well, all the people that are here early could potentially change their fucking lives by sharing in the profits. And that's fucking awesome, dude. So, you know, shit on it if you want. Be in it if you want. You know, the choice is fucking yours, dude. Listen to me, listen to Mutatar. Don't listen to either one of us. Listen to your fucking self. What makes fucking sense to you? And go for it. You know, that's basically a life fucking lesson across all areas of your life. You know, if you're constantly listening to other people, like in politics, right? You're waiting for a hero. Oh, Trump or whoever the fuck. You know, I'm not really political, but I will talk about politics. You know, you're waiting for a hero to save your life, dude. Guess what? That shit ain't never coming, bro. That shit ain't never. Ain't nobody coming to save you. White hats, black hats, big hats, small hats. Nobody. No. Nobody's fucking giving a fuck about you, dude. You know, you think this guy's making a video giving a fuck about you to save you? No, he's doing it for views. What sells? And negativity is what sells. You think I give a fuck about you? No. I'm not making this video to fucking make you rich. It's you. It's on you, man. I'm not changing your life. You're gonna have to change your own life. Because if shit goes up in value, you're not breaking me off nothing. And if shit goes down in value, I'm not breaking you off anything. So have some fucking personal responsibility in your life, dude. Well, get fucking with it. And it's video games, you know, we're playing fucking video games. But I do think personally that it would be fucking awesome that I could just log into this video game, play it, and make a fucking full-time income, make a living on it, right? It's probably similar to the people that were streaming back in the day and they're like, man, I wish I could just stream and make a living off of streaming. And people were like, haha, yeah, right, that's silly. And look now people actually do it. And not only do they do it, they make fucking millions of dollars. Okay? So it could possibly be something like that, where we're in the beginning, where people don't think it's true, but then it turns out to be true, bro. Oh shit. Or it doesn't turn out to be true, you know? Again, it's life. Let's have fun. Let's figure this shit out together. Or not together. Fuck it, you know? I don't know. Fuck. Just figure it out. We're all gonna figure it out because you can't stop time, you know? Time goes on. So we are gonna figure it out. Again, it's like the vaccine, you know? When the vaccine was coming out, the people that were pushing it, that were making money, were like, oh, hurry up, time is of the essence. Fear, you must, right? They wanted to push it quick. But I was like, nah, you know what, we gotta wait, dude. Let's wait to see these vax. Let's wait to see, because this shit hasn't even been tested, you know? I ain't taking that shit. And then boom, now look, now you're seeing all this fucked up shit coming out, all these people getting fucked up, dropping a heart attacks, getting all fucked. And look, now all of a sudden, right, you should have fucking waited, dumbass. So time is on your side when you're making decisions like this. Don't rush into things like that, you know? When you're up against it and you're making a quick decision because you're being pressured, peer pressured, you know, that's fucked up, right? People, the trusted authorities were peer pressuring everyone. Man, that's fucked up. To put you up against it, to make you a decision, to have you make a decision quick. And you don't want to do that. You want to take time to research. You want shit to play out. You don't want to be making these off the cuff, immediate decisions, because that's when you can make a mistake. Take your time, weigh the options, look at the risk, look at the reward, sit on it for a little bit, think about it, let it unfold a little further, see what happens, then gain more knowledge, do more research as you figure stuff out, and then the picture becomes clearer and clearer. You know, but people that have nefarious reasons, they want you to get in that shit quick. You know, and you see that a lot with crypto as well, where they're like, hurry up, now's the time, only 5 days left. You know, and I tried a clickbait video like that where I was like, this game will 20x in 20 days. You know, it was an Alex Becker thing. I was looking at Alex Becker's channel. I was like, you know, I'm gonna make a video like that. And you know, because he does all that type of shit, right? Like actually urgent, right? But we don't want to do that. You don't want to do that shit. And actually, my shit did go up, dude. When I made that video, Celestials were like 0.2, 0.1. They were cheap. And they went up to 1 Ethereum, so they did actually 10x, and they're still up to 1 Ethereum. So go watch that fucking video, unless I'm wrong, unless the price was wrong. I know that they did something. They definitely went up. Celestials went up in price, so suck it. But that's the rant for today, y'all. I'll try to tag that dude. Maybe we'll get some sort of discussion, maybe we'll get some feedback. Maybe it'll be good for the developers. I think it will definitely be good for the developers, because if Battlebound is really serious, Deimos and team, Anagar and team, if they're really serious about making this one of the best games ever, then they're going to take that criticism to heart, and they're going to address it. They're going to, when they build the systems, when they build the earning systems in the game, they are going to fucking be like, okay, here's the main knock. Here's the fucking knock. I'm sure they heard it before, but when it comes from a dude with 3 million subs, you know, it has more validity. It holds more weight. So maybe they're gonna be like, all right, this dude has 3 million subs. We're gonna look through the comments. Everyone's agreeing with him, so we can estimate that almost everybody agrees with it. Roughly 3 million people, or 500,000 people, or however many people watch our video. Or you can look at the thumbs up and be like, maybe all these people that thumbs up and agree with it. So a lot of people, a significant portion of gamers, right? Specific gamers, you have a targeted audience. So this is good feedback for Deimos and team. This is great feedback. So they can look at that, and they can look at the main concerns, and they can say, okay, what does these NFTs, his 2 points at the end is what he wants answered. He says no one has answered these things. What do these NFTs bring that he can't get from a traditional game? And what type of utility or value, I guess it's kind of the same question, just phrased differently. What type of utility or value does this crap offer or give him? So what type of value, you know? Make value. Make value in these in-game items. Make these skins hold value. You know? Let's go. Make these skins hold value, dude. And of course, it takes a successful game for all this to work. You know, that's true for traditional games as well. If the game flops, then all your shit's gonna go bye-bye, dude. All your value, it ain't gonna be worth nothing. All this shit that I bought, all my shit, it ain't gonna be worth nothing, dude. Ain't worth shit. All right, that's okay. That's fucking how it goes. We know this. You know, but there's a lot of people in these NFTs that are rich. They're multi-millionaires and shit. Go look at fucking people's wallets, dude. Got a shitload of fucking money. You know, and I'm trying to fucking get up there myself. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, it's like making YouTube videos to try to make a living. Before it was scoffed. You couldn't do it. Now everyone can accept that you can do it, and now there's like strategies to do it, right? You know, it's like what Jeff Booth says about Bitcoin and technology, right? You know, when Amazon first came out, that was laughed at too. When e-commerce came out, dude, if you remember e-commerce, bro, if you remember fucking e-commerce, people didn't even want to put their fucking credit cards on the internet. I remember websites. Businesses didn't even think they needed a website, all right? We have such short memories. Businesses didn't even think they needed a website. Fucking e-commerce came out. Motherfuckers were like, I ain't putting my credit card on the internet, right? And there was a bunch of scams then. There's still a bunch of scams, but do you put your credit card on the internet? Yeah, fucking right you do. Fucking right you use that shit. Not for long though, because Bitcoin's coming around, but yeah, you know, you got over that shit, dude. So like what Jeff Booth says is, you know, when Amazon first came out, did you think that the products that were on the shelves of Walmart were on Amazon? Were selling on Amazon? No, that's not how it works, dude. If somebody had fucking shelf space at Walmart, they weren't fucking selling on Amazon when Amazon first came out. It's a bottom-up approach. It's the people that are furthest away from having their products on Walmart, the people that are cut out from having that. Barrier to entry, right? There you go. That's a barrier to entry, right? So what does fucking, oh, that's a great argument. So what does fucking Amazon do? It lowers the barrier to entry. So now people that can't get into Walmart because they don't have the resources to get on the shelves of Walmart, they can now sell and make a living on Amazon, right? So you know, I would argue against Mutatar's barrier to entry, and I just thought of this. So Hi-Res Studios, right, when it first came out with Smite, there was a barrier to entry into investing into that game. You had to be an accredited investor. You had to have $1 million net worth or more to invest in these games, right? You have to be an accredited investor. NFTs reduce the barrier to entry because now anyone can invest by buying in-game items. You can invest in the success of this game by buying in-game items. You don't have to be an accredited investor. You can invest with as little as $60 for a hoverboard, right? So Mutatar would be like, oh, that's expensive. Okay, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's cheap. All right, we don't know. There's a free hoverboard in this game that you can use, but if you want, you know, unique fucking cosmetics and stuff, you're gonna have to pay whatever the market bears, whatever the market's fucking saying, dude. It's a peer-to-peer market. It's somebody else setting the price. It's not even the game. Not even Evaverse setting a price like, oh, you know, we want our boards to be $60 minimum. No, motherfucker, that's people, dude. They could be worth $1 if people were willing to sell them. If there was no demand, motherfucker, they'd be selling for $1. What the fuck? But there's a demand, right? $60 is the floor price. And people race to the bottom in every industry. Crypto is no exception. So if it wasn't selling, people would be like $59, $58, $50. They would find a floor price. Everyone races to the bottom. That's human nature, idiots. So yeah, his points have a little bit of validity, and you know, I respect his opinion, and I understand people's opinions like this, but I disagree. You know, I think video games could be a home for NFTs. Now pictures and stuff, I've been on record long saying that is a bunch of baloney nonsense. And that's maybe it's, you know, because me, I'm a video game dude. I like playing video games. So if I can't play it in a video game, fuck it. I don't want that shit. That's not going to stop me from flipping it or something, right? Like a fucking reseller, like a garage sale dude. You know, I might go to the garage sale, pick up a few things, but like, you know what? These things are really hot. These pogs are really hot. I don't fucking find value in them, but I know that they're selling on the market, right? I'm in the industry. I know the market. People are buying these things. So I'll resell. I'll buy and sell something like that. Right? Is that unethical, Doug? Yeah, that's unethical, right? Buy my sugary drink. That's ethical. Where it costs fucking peanuts to make this fucking drink. Buy it for fucking 50 times what it costs the company to make, and oh, you know what, I'm gonna get a little piece of that through the affiliate link. That's not unethical. Shut the fuck up. Oh man, it really is all about perspective, dude. People will convince themselves in anything, and hey, I'm not against that. You know, I try to look at myself too and think, yo, maybe I'm fucking tricking myself into trick yourself. Maybe I'm tricking myself into thinking these things have value too. So I try to reassess and just be like, dude, man, but I keep coming back to, yo, if World of Warcraft have NFTs, that would be fucking huge. I know I would love that shit, dude. Well, I would have. I don't play World of Warcraft anymore, but like GTA, all these games, if they had NFTs, yo, that would be huge. Like, it's weird that players, right? It's weird that players are against their own success. They're like, nah, I don't want to make any money, huh? Me? Oh, I could never be a millionaire. Nah, let's just let the gaming studios make all the money. Yeah. It's strange, right? It's strange, you know? People are insecure, I guess. People are, you know, I don't know. Why me, right? How me? People don't believe in themselves. They don't think that they can be anything great. They have low self-esteems. Well, guess what, dude? You can fucking do it. Now, on the flip side, you can also lose all your money too. So, you know, fuck, right? Like, yo, that's real shit, dude. You gotta understand that's life, man. You can win, you can lose. But you shouldn't fucking stay on the sideline and say, oh, I'll just let the gaming studio take all the risk because I don't want to. I'm risk averse. I don't like that. Okay, you know, there's a place for those people. There's some people. But for the rest of us that want to make it and we're willing to accept the risk, we're fucking doing it, right? I don't need anyone's fucking permission to do it, right? I do what the fuck I want to do. So do what the fuck you want to do. Really that simple, dude. And I mean, if you can't look at this game, or if you look at this game and you think it sucks, then hey, move on to the next game. Go play something else. But if you look at this game and you say, hey man, maybe there is some potential. This game's a year old. It started with 2 people. Look at what they've done. They have like 15 people now. They're all doxxed. Hey, I mean, maybe you can see some value and say, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, you know, I'll throw that $60 in this game. You know, what about Kickstarters, right? Did these motherfuckers have problem with Kickstarters where the Kickstarters start up? That's basically what these NFTs are when you first start out. It's a Kickstarter. It's a fundraiser. The developers are fucking raising funds, dude. But instead of a Kickstarter where the people put their money in and they don't get anything back, they don't get any real money back, they just get in-game items. In these NFT Kickstarters, if the game's successful, you can actually make some fucking money, dude. And not only some money, a significant amount of money. So what the fuck you bitching about? Right? You're a fucking idiot. I mean, you know, do it. Go for it. Continue to do what you want to do. You know, everyone can make their own choices, but it just seemed fucking dumb. You seem like fucking idiots. You're contradicting yourselves. Yeah, the players can't make money. Oh no. Just the studios. The players can't. You know, you sound like the fucking SEC or some fucking organization that wants to protect the buyer, right? When really they don't protect the buyer. They fucking create a barrier to entry so that they can make themselves rich. They fucking put a fence up between the game developers or the company and the public and say, we are the gatekeepers. Here's how much it costs to fucking get in, to participate. You must fill out this form, you must pay us this fee, you must do these things, and you give us job security. Like, they basically create their own job by being a fucking gatekeeper in the name of protecting the public, right? This is fucking silliness. It's all silliness, y'all. It's a bunch of silliness. And again, I could be wrong. NFTs and games could fucking crash and burn, but that shouldn't stop people from taking the risk. So as long as they're cool with that, yo, I mean, they're allowed to talk shit and say it sucks, right? But as long as they can just acknowledge that, yo, let people do it, let people take it, you know, fine, right? You could take a risk. I just bring up my Smite example. Like, if there was NFTs in Smite's a successful game. If they had NFTs, then the early people that were in Smite, they could have made a shitload of money by having faith or conviction or belief in the game early on when it was little known. And that's what we're facing right now. That's the point we are in time right now. What up, Eggshell? Good morning. That's where we are right now, dude, with Evaverse. We're in a point where Smite was a game that just first came out, except this time we have the opportunity to invest in the game without being a millionaire, and let's see where the fucking pieces fall, y'all. So yeah, actually, I was just talking about that Ordinary Gamers video where he actually fucking referenced Evaverse. Pretty fucking badass, right, dude? I mean, yo, even if it's negative light, it's still light. People are gonna be like, what the fuck's this Evaverse shit? Just logged into your PC. Oh shit. gonna have to rewind this, bro. You're gonna have to watch this. I'm gonna try to tag him on YouTube if I can. I think I can. I'm pretty damn sure. Hey. Yeah, I mean, hey, we're here, baby. We're here to have some fun. We're here to make some money. They're gonna notice Eva. That's the thing, right? People now can comment in the comments on that video and be like, Evaverse is awesome. You know, they can put their opinion out there. People are gonna see that and they're gonna be like, what is this Evaverse? You know, I put the video in the fucking in the chat of the Battlebound Discord. I fucking am making this video about it. I'll put the link to Ordinary Gamers video in my description. All right, it's just, hey, it's a battle of opinions. What's your opinion? But the first step, right? The first step is finding out. Find out, dude. Find out about Evaverse, right? Awareness is step number one. Then, once you notice Evaverse, right? Once you're aware, then you can make your own decision. What do you think? Take a look at the game. What do you think, y'all? What do you think? When are you gonna end the stream? I just came in. Yeah, I'm about to end it actually soon. Usually put like an hour in. Yeah, you could fucking just rewind it. I'm pretty sure you can just rewind it. I started talking about it. I pulled up his video. I went across his points, and you know, I'm open to hear people's thoughts. I put, you know, what I think, why people are salty about NFTs and all this stuff, but hey, everybody's got to make their own choice. Pretty much what it boils down to. And you know, maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite myself, because like I'll tell people like, oh, you know, Bitcoin's amazing, this, that, and the other thing. So you know, I don't know, because look, there's a difference between yeah, I don't know, maybe I am being a hypocrite because I'm saying that about Bitcoin, but then, right, is that just an opinion? So I don't know. You know, it's a complex topic, like this psychology and figuring out people's thoughts and what makes sense and all these things, you know. It's very interesting to me, for sure. I like thinking about it. I like talking about it. I like self-reflecting on myself and figuring out, am I an idiot? You know, all this type of stuff. So, all right, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Go back and watch that shit eggshell. Thank you all for watching. Later.